The final piece of the Minnesota budget puzzle is being unveiled today. Governor Tim Walz and Lieutenant Governor Peggy Flanagan presented their entire One Minnesota budget to the legislature. The final package in the budget includes checks sent back to Minnesotans ranging from $1,000 to $1,200. Along with $8 billion in tax cuts for seniors and working families, there's also a proposal to legalize and regulate adult use marijuana. Between the DFL, trifecta, and the massive state surplus of $17.6 billion, the governor has the ability to push for large investments in what he calls a, quote, balanced budget.
We've proven that we can balance budgets. We've proven that we can make historic investments. And now we're going to prove all of the things that we said about making Minnesota the best state for families and especially those children in the country.
I spoke with KIMT News 3 political analyst Race Hardy about the full budget proposal. He says because of the DFL trifecta, it's likely in the best interest of Democrats to negotiate with Republicans on issues like the rebate checks and tax relief, where Democratic lawmakers will likely see some pushback. That's in the event the roles reverse in the future.
The pendulum can swing to the other side, and a trifecta for the Republicans could happen. And so the moral of that story is to not jam things down people's throats. You know, that we have compromise and we strive for bipartisanship here with both sides of the aisle.
This budget proposal is a more than $50 billion plan to fund government services and schools during the next 2 years. Now, legislatures will need to draft a 2-year budget plan and decide what to do with that $17.6 billion budget surplus. In response to Walz's spending proposal, Minnesota GOP Chairman David Hann says Democrats should be working with Republicans to provide meaningful permanent tax relief to states, families, and businesses. Instead, Hann says, quote, the governor's latest proposal only seeks to waste the surplus on reckless spending and growing government, end quote. The full statement can be found on the Minnesota GOP's website.